That.
Dodo's grandpa.
Why do you think he was sharp?
Because things I've read about him and things he'd done and everything back in them days and all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He knew a lot of stuff and all.
So that was
He had
Loomis?
a sawmill down there on the place too. And all like that. Saw his own wood boards and all. And said he knowed about timbers. He knowed how much you get out of this tree or something like that.
Oh,
4
cool.
feet. All. Stuff like that.
So that was Loomis?
Yeah.
Loomis
Yeah,
Gwynn.
this was older people here.
Now who are they?
That's her great grandpa.
Which
This guy's dad.
That's Laban?
Can't
remember his
Yeah, I think it's Laban.
Laban.
Yeah. That's back during the Civil War, stuff like
Mhm.
that. A lot of them letters the letters that you got in that book, that was from him. And man, she's a mean looking old gal.
Yeah, she is.
This gal like that, they had 12 or 13 kids like that, raising everything and
You got to be mean. You got all them kids.
oh yeah. They said, well, they lived in the cave for a while. I don't know if it's these or them, and actually they did. But the reason they did, I found out reading that book the other night. Their house got burned down. The Rebs burnt their house down, and they moved back to this area, about where this house, the house wasn't built there, but that area, this guy's place. And they lived in the cave for 3 or 4 months while he was building them a smaller house there on the place.
Mm-hmm.
He was building them, it's his parents, a smaller house,
Which is that
right
one?
up the river from this one.
Right,
And before this one was built, though,
right.
the guy had bought up acreage down there, and before he died, he turned over, split it 3 ways, and this guy, he got the area where Round Bottom and all where
Which
the
he's one of
Dodo's
two.
more and all that area.
But he has 2 brothers. And
He
the
got
other-
had 2 brothers, and one of them is you remember ever down there in the South White House up the river, Lewis?
do.
That's his
Mhm.
brother.
Right.
He ended up with his area there. I don't
Right.
know how many acres, 40,
Right.
50 acres or something. I don't know. And the other one got across the river over where the hospital side is, and he's one that owned the store over and all.
Okay.
And that, and then had a board in the house and stored.
Did he have the school over there too? Okay.
The school was, I don't know where the school was at.
Okay.
It was up the river a ways,
Okay.
half a mile or a mile. And it was on that side, it was on this left side of the river, same side the hospital was on.
Okay. Which is across from the house.
Yeah, but I don't know exactly where it was up the river. Everything changed time I was going down there and everything. So they had to walk a ways.
Mhm.
And she had to they'd come across the river from the house and then go up the railroad tracks. And it was up there somewhere
Mhm.
on that side of the river, same side of the river the hospital's on. Because they lived on the other side and they had to cross the river to go to school.
Right.
Anyway, all that stuff's in that book.
Yep.
And it's written by a person. Fact of the matter is,
Wasn't she a niece or something?
it's Dodo's cousin.
Okay.
The one that lives back Crow, moved back there a few years ago, where her husband was a scientist up there at Greenback, that observatory and all. And he died. I think she might be still alive, but I don't know. She might have died a few years ago. I know the other guy's name was Howard Brown.
I remember
Yeah.
that. I remember Howard
I
Brown.
was with him, met him there a few times. Good guy.
You know, in the
But what the heck, what's her name? I don't know why I can't spit it out. I'm thinking they're her cousins. It was one of these boys' daughters.
okay.
Okay, one of the boys back there.
See, back there on that property where that house is, right up the road, is a private cemetery for the Gwynn family.
That's right out
Right down
right
there.
there on the same place.
And on the,
house.
I remember as a child growing up, we would go clean up the, and Grandma's picture, it's the only way I know her, is on her tombstone. And so is his.
You talking about her?
Yep.
I didn't know her tombstone.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. I
That's
didn't
the
know
only
her.
way I knew who she was.
I mean, I know her. I've been around her.
That's the only way I knew who she was.
Yeah.
That was Grandma, and so was his.
But anyway, the one that lived over at Crow, it's her cousin. And she wrote this book, not the book, most of the articles in it was come from her.
Right.
And she growed up down there and all like that. And she was talking about this thing was sitting in the hallway in that house. Okay?
The lamp?
No,
No,
this
the
cabinet.
cabinet.
Oh, the cabinet.
And that house is 1920,
Okay.
2024 along there. She don't know where it come from, but there's a tale through the family where it come from. But I don't know what year.
Which was that she sold spices and she got.
Well, they had the contest. She had sold the most spices. The reason she
And
was
that
able to
was
sell
the
the most
prize.
spices because her uncle owned the store there.
And they had to
Right.
carry it down the mountain or something.
Well,
I don't know.
Yeah.
on train.
Oh, I thought she said something about carrying it down the mountain.
Probably from the
I would rather
train.
think the train would drop it off. I don't know.
I don't. Yeah.
Everything was by train back there then, when
Yeah.
no roads through there.
Which they were real
But
close.
anyway, I can't her name. It come to me a little bit.
Yeah, I don't.
I've been around, talked to them and everything like that.
I
Visiting
know.
and all.
Here?
Not here,
No.
back to Crow. They after he retired, they moved to Crow. Over got a
Leona, there's
he got a piece of
Leona.
ground, put him a big house trailer on it, put a big garden out and everything. This guy was an intelligent guy. He was kind of
Can't remember.
engineer type guy.
Well,
He had to do with this
Clancy.
here Hubble telescope and all.
Oh yeah. I can't remember. You have to call Aunt Patty. She'll know.
But anyway, she she said she remembered when she was a kid that was in the hall down there. I forget which. I can get that book out in 5 minutes. Tell you which one of these uncles was her dad,
Mhm.
but I forget offhand which one it was. But when she was a kid, we're talking about she
Yeah,
might have
she
been 6
started-
years old or something like that. She lived there
Mhm.
and for a little while. So
Huh.
she remembered that because she's telling dope out. Remember being
Pretty cool.
sitting in the hallway there, used for pie
And
cup.
then I went to grandma's, and it was at grandma's all my
But
life.
said she sold had the most orders for spices. Didn't remember what company it was.
Yeah.
And sold the most orders, and that was the prize. She got it.
Yep.
Now we don't know when that was. She was born in '73. Okay?
1873.
I think 73 she was born. And it could have been 20, 30 years after that, easy.
Some
It could have
1900s.
been 1900 or later.
Why do all the women in that picture look mean?
They do.
They had a hard life.
They had a hard life.
No, really, this one always looked kind of mean to me. These you don't know about them.
But even Grandma Gwen
Well,
looked
she
little.
was pretty pleasant to be around. She
She
talked
was.
pretty good.
Well, I never met her, but I've never heard nothing bad about her.
Several of the uncles I met at one time, but not all
I didn't know
of them.
none of the uncles.
He was dead long. He was dead before Dodo was born.
Right.
Yeah, he died short.
Just
3 years
3 years
built
after
that
he built the house.
1927 or 6 or 7 or 8 or something.
Wow.
And,
So he built a house and he passed away.
huh?
Yep.
He did all that work and then didn't even get to enjoy it.
Yep.
Not very long. Not very
And then
long.
Grandma Gwen, the one on the right over there, she's the one that pretty much raised all the kids in it.
That's a lot of
Good
damn
anyway.
shit.
A lot of stuff. Yeah.
Every one of them done all right though. And that house got carried off. Every stick.
Every stick. You
Every
know
stick of
why?
it got carried
Because
off.
some rumor was around